In this video, we will show you how to list a single item using Sku Fetch and Quick Lister. You'll start by visiting your supplier's product page. Copy the supplier's URL for the product. It's best to use a clean URL. In general, anything that starts with a // ref or question mark at the end of your URL can be omitted. Once you're logged into Sku Fetch, click on Sku Fetch under the Add Items section in the navigation area on the left. Paste in your supplier URL. Be sure that you are not adding any extra space or extra lines after the URL. Click Process. In step 1 for item settings, you can edit the specific details of your listing if necessary. Your item will populate using the formula from your default formula in your price settings. If you would like this particular item to have a different pricing structure, you can change it here. If you choose to use the advanced formula wizard in your price settings, then you will see an override price button. However, if you've chosen to use the easy price wizard, you will see a profit calculator button. Click the button to change your pricing. You can modify any of the numbers in your formula or even change directly the setting price of the item if you prefer. In step 2 for title inputs, you can feel free to edit your title. Remember that eBay allows a maximum of 80 characters, so if your title is longer than that, you will need to shorten it. As you edit your title, you will see a character counter appear. It will turn red if you exceed 80 characters. Click Update in Description to get the title to change in the body of your description where the title merge tag was in your template. In step 3 for the gallery, you can edit the images by clicking the pencil icon. Select a new image by clicking the star button on the image that you want to be the main image. And rename your image by clicking the tag button on the photos. If there are images that you do not want to include in the listing, you can uncheck them. You also have the ability to upload your own images if you prefer. In step 4, you can add alternative suppliers. This is optional. If the item is sold at multiple different suppliers, you can add the supplier URL for the other suppliers here. Initially, your item will be based off of the main URL that you loaded into Sku Fetch, and once the item exports to SkuGrid, you will end up with multiple entries created in SkuGrid for the same item linked to the same eBay item. SkuGrid will base your price and stock off of the lowest price in stock supplier at all times. Next, go down to step 5, which is the description. You can preview your listing and make any necessary changes to the text if you prefer. There is a spin text feature at the bottom. It's optional, but can be used to reword parts of your title or description to make your listing more unique. When you are done, click Process. If you are already logged into WiseLister, you will be redirected to WiseLister. On your first try, you may receive an alert in your browser asking you to allow pop-ups. You will need to allow pop-ups for Sku Fetch so that the redirect process happens automatically. If not, you will see a link on your Sku Fetch tab that says WiseLister should have opened in a new tab. Once you finish there, you can perform other actions at Sku Fetch. Lot ID will be synced automatically. You can also click that link to open up the item in WiseLister. In WiseLister, you will only see a step 1 for general settings. Click Show More. If you need to change any of these default settings for this particular listing, you can do so. Otherwise, click List Item. Once processed, you will either be shown that the item has been processed and you'll see your eBay item number. The item will appear on both your Sku Fetch item list and your WiseLister item list. If enabled, it should export to SkuGrid for tracking and repricing within about 15 minutes. You've now successfully listed your first item. If the item does not post successfully, you will be presented with an error message if the item did not post successfully. Error messages prevent your items from posting, while warnings do not. All of those messages come from eBay and not WiseLister. Wise Lister just displays them to you. If your item errors, you will need to delete it from your Sku Fetch item list and try again, correcting any errors that may have prevented your item from posting. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.